name is Mr. Marvel. I need to learn all of your names, so when I count to 3, everybody shout your name as loud as you can. 1, 2, 3! Oh, actually, I've got a machine that can work out who the loudest person is. This is a brilliant machine because when you shout into the yellow bit, the arrow goes round. Now, I usually get about a 5. I will go first. Here we go. Did he move? Oh, I didn't switch it off. There you go. A 4. Now, who looks like they might have a big laugh? What is your name? Alfie, stay right there. Now, what would you shout? I know. Alfie, you have to shout Mr. Marvel as loud as you can. Shout Mr. Marvel. No, shout Mr. Marvel. Oh, it goes over there. Shout Mr. Marvel.
Mr. Marvel.
Another 5. Wilbur, shout Mr. Marvel. 5 again. Shout Mr. Marvel. Who's got the legs crossed? Who's got the legs crossed? Shout Mr. Marvel, Tom. 7. Shout Mr. Marvel. Tom, hold on just a minute. I know. Tom, I was just about to choose you to be the best piece of magic with Charlie, but you've got to be really well behaved to get chosen. I'm going to choose the people that are sitting the nicest. Now, Charlie, shout Mr. Marvel. I licked it. Thank you. Now, we do that with another button. This button called the brainy button. This machine will check how clever you actually are. Put your hand up if you're feeling clever today. Very good, hands down. Now you put the yellow bit on your head and the arrow goes up. Now I'm very brainy because I always get to number 7. Here we go. All the way to number 7. 7! It's 7. Ah! Don't panic, I shall pull a brainy face. 7. Now who looks like... what is your name, sir? Arthur, come and stand up in front. There's no need to ask, I choose you today. Now the only thing about Arthur is Arthur stand there. Arthur is not as old as me, you can tell he's a bit shorter. And Arthur standing there, he's only going to get something in the green, probably a 3, unless he can pull a brainy face like this. Arthur, show them your brainy face. Arthur, stand in the middle. Let's see. Show them your brainy face again. Let's see how brainy Arthur is. Go. Is Arthur in the green? A 4. Well done, Arthur. 9? How did you do that? Give Arthur a big clap. Who's got their legs crossed? Up you come, young man. Here he comes. Freddie, you're next and you can sit nicely. What's your name? Benji, show them your brainy face. Let's see how brainy Benji is. Another 9. Give him a big clap. What's your name? Freddie. Show them your brainy face, Freddie. Show them your brainy face. Let's see how brainy Freddie is. Another 9. Now, sometimes on their birthdays, birthday boys are extra brainy. Charlie, that is you. Charlie, show them your extra brainy face. Let's see how brainy Charlie actually is, and go. What's he going to get? Oh, not another 9. 10? That's remarkable. Give the boy a big clap. Who's got their legs crossed? What's your name? Cubby, here he comes. It's sounded like Polly, but I'm sure you're not called Polly. What's your name? Polly! Barney, show them your... Freddie, I need you in 1 minute, so we are. Barney, show them your brainy face. Let's your head. Come on, Barney, find it. I have, look. Come on, Barney, find your brain. What, he's bottom? No. No, try your bottom, Barney. No, it's not in my bottom. We're looking for your brain, not mine. Try your bottom, Barney. No. Hold on, Barney. Yeah! Now, we have one more button called the Mind Reader, and I will show you how it works. And we'll start with you. What's your name? Jackson. Let's find out what Jack is thinking about right now. It could be very interesting.
I really need a wee.
Ah! Jack needs a wee! Ah! Jack, run for a wee! Don't wee! You wee! Oh, he's off for a wee, good boy. Run for a wee! Oh. Let's go for Jack! Freddie, other Freddie, come on, Freddie. Tom on your bottom toe. Freddie, stand there. Let's find out what Freddie is thinking about. Here he goes. Hey! I don't snap! Freddie, comes down. Let's try. Let's go for. Yes, we go. You had it yourself. What's your name? Robert, let's see what Robert's thinking.
Mickey Mouse was the best magician ever.
He said I was the best ever. Now we're going to find out who is the loudest, the boys or the girls. So after three, I want only the boys to shout hee-ha. 1, 2, 3. 8 is very good. Now the girls are going to shout Yahoo. There aren't many girls. After 3 girls, Yahoo. 1, 2, 3. Well, now this time we are all going to shout together. But if that arrow gets to 10, you must stop because it could break. And we don't want to break it, do we? No. After 3, everybody shout yippee. 1, 2, 3. Oh, look what he's done.
So this is the washing machine itself. Inside the washing machine, you will find that there is the big socks, which are a red and a white one. And inside, effectively, the box now looks closed, and you can show the box empty, and you can show it empty like that. But in actual fact, there is a flap on the inside, and the flap goes up like that. Now, when you have the washing machine, you're working with it, you have the flap, so it goes away from you. That makes it easier. And inside there are 4 compartments, of which you only use 3. The socks, baby socks like that, they go in the top left-hand corner. Always when you're rolling the socks, roll from the red on the inside and the white on the outside. These are the socks with holes in, and they go on the bottom left closest to you, like so. And then you've got the stripy one that goes into the right hand compartment nearest to you, leaving this one at the top right hand empty, and the top right hand empty is so that you can use these socks, the red and white ones, the proper socks, to wedge open the lid. So they would then go into here like so, and they would just be tucked into that, so that it keeps that flap will now not fall down, he says, because that means, because those socks are wedging it out, so it's now easy to get to all the socks. When you're doing the trick, once you've opened the flap, you don't keep closing and opening again. It stays like that for the whole of the trick until the very end. When you pull the big socks out, you reveal that they're back together again, and at that point, you can push the flap down. But once the flap is up, it stays up throughout the trick. So just to show you that the start of the trick, the lid will be on, the catches are up, and inside the socks will be looking like that. Okay, so you've got the proper socks, red and the white one, no holes, nothing like that, just lying on top of the flap, and that will be your starting position. The way, there are a couple of things. First of all, there's a handle on top, which when you turn makes a clunking noise, and that's the girl that's going to turn the handle, and that clunking noise is something you're going to use to blame her later on for making that funny noise and therefore making the trick all go wrong. On the other side, there is, on this side here, there is a little lever, so that is what you use in order to push the flap up. Yours might vary from one to the other, but on the whole, that is how it works. So if I push up on the side here, that is how the flap is moved up, and that's done later on during the trick. To start with, as I said earlier on, flap down, socks on top, lid on top, ready to go. The other things that you'll need for the trick are a couple of things. So first of all, you're going to need to use the breakaway wand. The breakaway wand is brilliant. It has great reactions, and you don't have to work too hard at getting the reactions. And it's done by holding the white bit here between these three fingers here and the palm of your hand, like leaving your thumb and your first finger to hold the first black bit, and then you simply push away like that. And when you push away like that, it then stays solid like that. And when you give it to the child, obviously it breaks. At one point during the trick, when you're pretending that you don't, it doesn't break when you hold it there, so that's the second black bit down, and you let go of this end here, and then it just happens that that falls off like that, okay? But that's the breakaway wand, and that is set on your board behind you, on your shelf behind you. For me, because I'm left-handed, it means that the white pieces are going. Oh, one more thing. The breakaway wand has got different ends. So as you can see, it's got a male part there and a female part there. When you pick it up so that the female part is in your hand. You don't want to be picking up that bit, because sometimes it doesn't pick up properly and it's difficult to actually do it. And actually sometimes if you're not careful, you end up like that with the white bit on the end. So you do need to make sure you pick it up from the female end, the black female end there, and you push it up, and then the white bit will then automatically get into the groove there. You have that on your case, so you come round to pick it up like this. So you have this on your table rather than you come round like this in order to pick up the magic wand. If you're right-handed, you would lie the other way, and you would go around like that in order to pick up the magic wand like that. The other thing that you have, and this is situated underneath your shelf on your table, is a knotted wand. Knotted wand is quite easy to use. Put your hand over the knot like that, and then you hold it like that, and to disguise the knot. That sits on the shelf, just tucked in there, ready to be grabbed later on, and then given to the child like so. And the only other thing you have is a fluffy magic wand, and the fluffy magic wand kind of sits just under there, ready to be got later on. So your washing machine will be pushed off to the side. It'll be over there somewhere. And this happens after you've done Scamp the dog, and you take it off Scamp the dog, and you put it behind the back, and you go, right, it's time for some people sitting with their arms crossed, and their legs crossed, and their ears crossed, to come and do some magic. Let's see. And as you're saying, you then slide this into the middle. Let's see who's sitting beautifully. Now, you always choose the birthday child to come up and do the magic. The birthday child is the first one you pick. Now, I always, because I'm left-handed, the boy goes to my left and the girl goes to my right. If you're right-handed, just mirror me and reverse it. But I'll do it as if I'm left-handed. So you say, right, let's see, whose party? Balloon, it's your party. We're using Balloon and Giraffe as our people. So Balloon, you come up the front, come and do some magic. And as Balloon starts to walk up the front, you say, give Balloon a big clap, yay! Now, important there, you don't, because people always forget about that clap. The clap's really vital because you've got a time of about 3 or 4 seconds while that child is coming up to the front. And you need to stop that being dead time. So you give them a big clap. And also, if you initiate the clapping and clap really loud, they will clap and they will clap louder. The louder you clap, the louder they will clap. So pick it up. Give Balloon a big clap. Yay! Come on, Balloon. Right, Balloon, you stand there. Right, we need somebody else to come and help. Who's sitting beautifully? Who's sitting beautifully? And those control lines, who's sitting beautifully, they will then sit beautifully in order to be chosen. Right, Giraffe, You're sitting beautifully. Up you come Giraffe. Give Giraffe a big clap. Yay! Right, so reminding that the balloon is the boy, B for boy, and Giraffe is a girl, G for giraffe, girl. Okay, Giraffe, how old are you? Oh, 4. Are you married? No. And Balloon, how old are you now? 5. Wow. Are you married? No. Oh, would you like to marry Giraffe? No. Oh, Giraffe, would you like to marry Balloon? No, I don't blame you now. Okay. Now, and that is the kind of the initial bit. So the trick is really in 3 parts. The first part is that kind of getting the children up to the front. Now the next part is all to do with getting their names wrong and doing all the magic wand business in the preparation to actually do the trick. So what you're going to do now is you're going to do it you're going to do the trick. You're going to start the trick 3 times, and each time there's going to be a full start. But it goes a bit like this. So you go right. So you've just asked me if they're married, and you say, Giraffe, would you like to marry Balloon? No, I don't blame you now. Right, now we are going to do some magic, and we have Jaloon and Baraf, and they're going to do some. Okay, let me explain that. So what you do is you take the first, all the letters before the first vowel from the 2 names, and you swap them over. So if it were Matthew and Christopher, it would be Crathew and Mistopher. And if it were Jane and Freddie, it would be Frayne and Jeddy. So you just swap, you get the names muddled up. So in this instance, we've got Giraffe and Balloon. So you're going to say, it's going to be Jaloon and Baraf. But don't stop once you said it. Keep going a little bit further, and then wait for the children to either respond saying, no, that's not right, or catch yourself. So it goes a bit like this. So we're going to do some magic, and we have Jaloon and Baraf. And they're going to do Jaloon and Baraf. That doesn't sound right. And another really important thing is to get the indication with the hands, because in a minute you'll see why. So don't just go like this or like that. Really over exaggerate the pointing. So we're going to do some magic, and we have Jaloon and Baraf. And they're going to do Jaloon and Baraf. Well, that's not right. Oh, Balloon and Giraffe. I get it now. Look, let's start all over again. Right, we're going to do some magic, and we have Balloon and Giraffe. And they're going to do... Oh, that's the wrong way round. I know what to do. Balloon and Giraffe swap places. All change over, you two. All change. Careful. That's it. There we go. Oh, let me go and stand over there. That's it, Balloon. That's it. Oh, there we go. Oh, right. That's better, isn't it, Balloon? Good. Ah! You're not Balloon. Where's Balloon gone? Why are you there? Go back again. Oh, there we go. Are you right now? Giraffe. Good. You're okay, aren't you, Bert? Bert? Who's Bert? He's not Bert. Right, we're going to do some washing. And that's kind of into that section. So you've got the children up here, and they're ready to go. Just a little tip about choosing the children. You have to choose a birthday child. You haven't really got a choice. But you have got a choice with the other child. If it can be a girl, it's quite funny because you've got the married gag, clearly, where you should, if it's 2 boys, drop the married 2 girls, drop the marriage gag, just get on with it. And if they're brother and sister, clearly drop the the married part as well. But if what to begin with when you're doing the shows, you want an easy life, and you want to make so you can kind of get a bit more confidence inside you. So to begin with, always choose children that are going to be able to are going to be quite calm. You don't want somebody off the scale naughty, because it's just going to be a nightmare for you. So what I tend to do when I first start is when I'm doing the shows, if I was in your position of starting out doing the shows very early on, I would choose a child that was very well behaved. However, a bit further on down the line, if you've got to choose a birthday child. If the birthday child is a little bit shy or a bit quiet, then personally now I would choose somebody on the other side who is a bit more lively, because that means they're giving you more energy rather than 2 very quiet children, which are going to make it difficult for you to get any kind of energy out of. So for me, I almost choose the reverse of whatever the birthday child is. If the birthday child is off the wall, I will then choose somebody a bit quieter. If the birthday show is quieter, I will choose somebody who's a bit louder. So we've got our characters up here, we've got our children up here, and then you're going to start doing the trick. So you go, right, we're going to do some washing. As you say this, you take the lid off and you put it onto your top shelf of the Punch and Judy booth. Just put it there for now. We're going to do some washing. We're going to wash. Now, as you're saying this line, you're going to be pulling the socks out slowly out of the washing machine. So grab the red and the white ends of the balloon like that. We're going to do some washing. We're going to wash my horrible, stinky old, smelly old socks. Ugh. Now as they came out, smelly old, stinky old, and as I say the word socks, the sock part comes into reveal. So socks. Ugh. And the bad news is they haven't been washed for 2 years. I'll check. Now as you check, you hold the whole end of where you put your foot in of the socks over the boy's head. So as you hold it over his head, it's quite natural because you're going to sniff this end to see what they smell like. But you're going to do kind of a pendulum. You're going to hold this over his head, go like that, and as you sniff it, you're going to let go of it. You're going to let go to go pour like that, or pour like that. But obviously you have to let go of this end to do that. And accidentally, they're going to waft onto his head. So you go, horrible. You're seeing old socks. Now the bad news is they haven't been washed for 2 years. I'll check. Oh, they are really bad. Now what happens is you're then dangling them onto Balloon's head, onto the boy's head. At the point at which you see yourself do that, you then take them off, you swap hands as if to say, oh, sorry boy, and then obviously you're doing it onto the girl. Oh, sorry girl, oh, sorry boy, oh, and then lay them across the washing machine like that. So that goes a bit like this. They haven't been washed for 2 years. Oh, they are bad. Oh, sorry boy, oh, sorry girl, oh, sorry boy, oh, sorry, oh, okay. Now, I know what to do. Giraffe, hold this one at the top and keep it off your nose. Now, as they go to take it, you can drop it like that and pretend to get angry. Oh, Giraffe, don't drop it. Oh, thank you, Giraffe. You hold that one. So Giraffe is now holding that one. And now this one, you throw it to Boy, and the idea is, as it lands on Boy, you're trying to get it to land on his head like that. So it's kind of he looks a little bit like Little Red Riding Hood. So sometimes the boy will leave it there and it'll look funny. Sometimes you'll miss him completely. But whatever he does, wherever the sock lands, I'm going to pretend now that this balloon is Boy and he's standing there. I then do this. Balloon can do impressions. Does Balloon look a bit like a Ninja Turtle? And put it over his eyes like that. Or Little Red Riding Hood. And then obviously the people will react, and then you give the red sock to the boy. So right, you hold the red one, and again, if you want to do the dropping gag, you can. And then he's holding that sock. So you've got Giraffe holding the meant to be white, and the red one is going to Balloon. Now, if your children are off the scale naughty, I wouldn't give them the socks to hold on to. I would just take the socks and then put the sock behind me like that for each individual one, because otherwise they start throwing the socks and all that kind of stuff. So a much safer position is just to put them on the shelf behind you, but 9 times out of 10 you can let the children have the balloons, the socks rather. Now you're about to show the washing machine as being empty by doing it like this, and the way to do that is to put your thumb onto the little screw that's on this side, and you hold it closed, so clamp it down like that as you show the washing machine empty. So the way you're going to show it empty, you're not going to just say, look, I've got an empty box, because that's kind of saying you've actually got something in there. So you're going to do it kind of as an accidental. So you're going to say, balloon. Sorry, no, that's rewind. So you just put the socks, the children are holding the socks, you've just done the Little Red Riding Hood gag, and then you say, right, now this is the washing machine. Balloon, would you like to climb inside and walk around? And he pointed in the general direction of his head. Oh, Giraffe, would you like to climb inside and walk around? No. They wouldn't fit in there, would they? No. And by that, you're then showing children that it's empty. Now, as you come up to put this back onto the table, you actually lift up the flap as you're doing it. Don't worry too much about how much noise it makes. Nobody ever sees it. And then the flap is then, at that point, is then up in that position. Let me Your small socks there, your holdy socks there, and your stripy socks down the bottom. You leave it up. Now, it isn't very often that the children want to look in, and especially at this stage, they never do. But so so you're pointing it towards the children with it closed, and you go, they won't fit in there, will they? No, but the socks will. Now, this is what's going to happen. Balloon, now, as you're saying the next line, you've got to roll your socks up so they are all rolled up and ready to go into the washing machine. So you can slow the line down if you need to, but the thing to do is to actually just get the socks wound as quick as possible. So you grab the socks back off the children, say, right, thank you, giraffe, thank you, balloon. Always roll from the toe end, and always roll with the red one on the inside, so it looks a bit like a jam sponge. So you've got the socks back, and you say, right, now this is what's going to happen. Balloon, you are going to wave a magic wand over the washing machine. I'll get that for you in a minute. You're putting the socks into the washing machine, and you're putting that top right hand corner and wedging it in so that they hold the flap open. Giraffe, you are going to turn the magic handle on the washing machine, and we are going to say the magic words, which are wishy washy woo. So after 3, everybody practice wishy washy woo. 1, 2, 3. Wishy washy woo. Couple of things there. Again, when you're asking children to say magic words, make sure you always put don't pause after you said the magic words and before you're saying the one of 1, 2, 3. So don't do this. Don't do after 3. Everybody say wishy washy woo. 1, 2, 3. Because in that pause, some of the children will have shouted wishy washy woo, and you won't have that unity that is important. But rather do it like this. After 3, everybody shout wishy washy woo. 1, 2, 3. So put the 1 of 1, 2, 3 onto the end of the magic word, and they won't shout out. And also mention the word practice. After 3, everybody practice wishy washy woo. Because if you don't put the word practice in, he says, I haven't got my magic wand. So if you put the word practice in there, it'll stop him from saying, I haven't got a magic wand, I haven't got a magic wand, and therefore interrupting the flow. So after 3, everybody practice wishy washy woo. 1, 2, 3. They're all going to shout wishy washy woo. As they're all shouting wishy washy woo, you turn around and you pick up your breakaway wand. As you pick it up and you come back to, in the minute, what you're going to do, you're going to be waving the magic wand over Giraffe. However, in your mind, as you've picked up the magic wand, you think you're here and waving it over the washing machine, but actually your arm hasn't gone quite far enough. So that's what means you're waving it over Giraffe. So it goes a bit like this. After 3, everybody practice wishy washy one. Sorry, wishy washy woo. After 3, everybody practice wishy washy woo. 1, 2, 3. Wishy washy woo. Now, when you look over your left, well, it won't be your left shoulder if you're right-handed, but you look over your shoulder, looking at Balloon, you say, right, Balloon, remembering you'll think you're waving over the washing machine. Balloon, all you have to do is wave the magic wand over the what? Oh, don't wave it over Giraffe. You might turn Giraffe into a frog. Are you a frog? No, good, okay. Right. Now what's going to happen next is you're going to give Balloon the magic wand. As you give the boy the magic wand, you're going to be, don't do it like that. Do it as if you're dipping a paintbrush into a paint pot. So you hold his hand out like that, and you give it to him like that. So when it does collapse, it kind of topples like that, and it looks much more effective, rather than doing that. You're going to do that a bit later on, but to begin with, dip it like that. So, Balloon, you got the easy bit, so you come from here. Oh, are you a frog? No. Right, there you go, Balloon. Now, as you give it to Balloon, he goes to take it, and you take it away like that. Oh, but be careful, we only bought it yesterday. And it cost a lot of money, 25p. And then give it to the boy, and then you're going to do a half turn away from the magic wand, so you can't see it. You're going to do this. I'll put the wand down there as if the Balloon is holding it. Right, 25p. There you go. And as he takes it, you go right, and you take a small turn to the other way, and you go right. All you have to do is wave the magic wand. Now, by now, the children will all be screaming, "It's broken! It's broken!" But don't go too early. Don't just go, "Oh dear, so it is." You lost so much energy and so much excitement. So all you have to do is wave the magic, and they'll be shouting and screaming, "It's broken!" But look around and go, "Oh, there's nothing broken. Come back. Look, what?" And then eventually you will see. You'll come down. It's almost double take like that, and you'll see Balloon holding a magic wand, and it's broken. Now, so what's going to happen now is you're going to do that double take and come back and see it, and you're going to go, ah! And after you finish going, ah, you're then going to snatch the magic wand off the boy and do this and stare in his face all at the same time. So it looks a bit like this. Ah! Snatch. Stare and get right in his face. It's very, very funny. And then go, Balloon, did you do this? And whatever he says, yes or no, they usually say no. And then he said, don't worry, I know how to fix it. Everybody blow. And they all blow. Bit more. Excellent. Ah, Balloon, I know. Hold it in the middle, then you'll be all right. As he then takes it in the middle, it will flop down like that. But this time you do a small turn away from it, but you don't go anything like you did the last time, because this time you were anticipating it break. So it breaks like that, and you go, oh, Balloon, not again. Blow again. Bit more. Ow! Not that much. I know, Balloon. Hold it on the white bit, then you'll be all right. And this time, a bit like with the socks earlier on, you're going to hold this end over his head. So as he takes it into his hand like that, he then takes it and that bit and the end of it and bops him on the head. But don't look away, just grab the magic wand. So it looks a bit like this. I know, hold it on the white bit, then you'll be all right. Oh, sorry. And blow. Oh. Now, Balloon, it doesn't break. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to hold the magic wand in two places. You're going to hold it at the bottom as normal, but you're just going to hold it just on the second black bit down at the bottom, and you're going to do this. It doesn't break when I hold it, does it, Balloon? And as you say, does it, it then drops down. When you're holding the magic wand, don't hold it like that and make it do that, because look, you don't need to. All it is to be as little fuss as possible, so minimum amount, finger and thumb, beautifully held like that. It doesn't break when I hold it, does it, Balloon? And then they'll all be shouting, it's broken, it's broken, it's broken. And then you see it, oh, I know. We'll let Giraffe blow, but just Giraffe blow on her own. Giraffe blow, blow again, bit more, and on the third time, you pull this side and you try and get it to go straight up her nose. But Giraffe, look what you've done. Oh, that's disgusting. And then wipe it on Balloon's head. That's quite funny. And then you say, right, Giraffe, sorry, scrap. Balloon, yeah, Giraffe's a good girl. She doesn't break things, does she, Balloon? You should be more like Giraffe. And on the word giraffe, you should be holding it and it will break. And he'll shout, da, da, da. And you take off and you go, don't worry, I'll get another one out the bin. And you throw this one into the bin. Now the next bit you're going to do, you're going to take the knotted wand out of the JoJo case underneath the shelf here, and then you're going to give it to the child. However, there's a bit of preparation in order to get the most out of the knotted wand. So you say so you just finished the breakaway wand, you throw it in the bin, that reminds me, Balloon, I was talking to your dad earlier on. He said, Mr. Marvel, be careful if it's his Balloon. He's very strong and he's got big muscles. Balloon, show me your muscles. Now, at this point, he'll do a whole number of awful things, this and this and all this kind of thing. But you want to get him in a position where he's standing there with his arms perfectly like that. So I just stand behind him and say, right, put one arm like that, other arm like that. So then he's exactly in the right place like that. And then I say, right, now, Balloon, puff your cheeks out like this. He'll then puff his cheek out. Get the timing right. Say, look, and say, you might have to say, keep puffing them out, otherwise sometimes they stop. Keep puffing them out. Hey, he looks like a pea on a fork. Now, children don't get it, but they laugh anyway, and the adults do get it, and they think it's funny. And then it's so that also you can put your hands down now. Now reach onto the shelf and get the magic wand, so you're covering the knot. And you come out and you go, right, now this magic wand, not even Superman can break. But Balloon, as you're so strong, I stand right behind him and I bring the magic wand in front of him and I go, as you're so strong, hold the magic wand behind your back. So you go, now give it to me back, and I'll get him to hold it with both hands, so you've got both hands holding it. Try not to let him get on the knot if you can. If you can get him just to get on the bit there, it's better. So he holds the magic wand like that. And he's now holding it like that. And so I say, hold the magic wand, but as you're so strong, hold the magic wand behind your back. And then I say, and I go onto his belly, I go, and don't fiddle. So he's holding it like that, it's behind his back. I then come back and say, right, now in a minute, and I only say about that, right, in a minute, and then I catch what are you doing? Hey, he's doing wind the bobbin up behind his back. Why would you do wind the bobbin? Now he's doing wheels on the bus with it. Balloon, what are you doing? Balloon, what have you done? Right, Balloon, bring it out, show us what you've done. And by you holding your hand out like that, he will then bring his hand out with the magic wand. And so he goes, he brings it out, oh no, Balloon, look what you've done. That's so naughty. Oh, don't worry, I'll get another one. And you throw that one in the bin. And as you come out of the bin, you get, ugh, that one's got custard on it, ugh, and wipe it on Giraffe's head. Ugh, cold baked beans, ugh, ugh, dog food. Oh, sorry, Balloon. There we go. And then, get the fucking magic one out of the bin. And I give that to Balloon. Right, so Balloon, show me how you want to wave it. Very good. If you can add a little bit here. If you want to, you can get him to hold it and hold his hand if he's not sure how to wave it, and do this. Oh, Balloon. So essentially, he's then got the magic wand. At that point, you are then ready to go with the trick. You do a very, very quick summation of what's going to happen, but it is a quick one. It's not long-winded. So this child's holding the balloon, and you say, turn the magic wand on. Say, right, Balloon, you wave the magic wand, you turn the handle, Giraffe, and we say wishy-washy-woo. 1, 2, 3. Now, as you do it, you're now going to tilt this to Giraffe, and Giraffe's going to start turning the handle round. Now, for the last kind of 3 or 4 minutes, it's all been about Balloon with the magic wands, and you had stuff like the boy with the magic wand. So you had stuff like the breakaway wand, and it's all quite high energy. But a lot of that energy has been able to be obtained by the boy mucking about essentially with the magic wands, and that's kind of that pretend anger that then comes out. You're now going to turn to Giraffe with the washing machine, turning the socks. However, you want to carry on that ability to be able to blame the child, but you need to be able to blame the child for doing something. And what you're going to blame the child for doing is for making a funny noise with your washing machine. So as the handle goes round, it's going to make a funny noise, and in a minute you're going to say, Giraffe, did you make a funny noise with my washing machine? Oh, I wonder what you've done to my socks. And that is all about being able to blame Giraffe. Look what Giraffe's done to my socks, which gives it much more energy. However, the children in the audience need to make sure that they are hearing the handle making the noise. So if you just do it like this, the children won't hear the handle. After 3, everybody say wishy-washy-woo. 1, 2, 3. Wishy-washy-woo! Now if you imagine all the children shouting incredibly loud wishy-washy-woo, they won't have heard that funny noise with the handle. So what you need to do is to get it to do doing this. After 3, everybody say wishy-washy-woo. 1, 2, 3. Wishy-washy-woo! With the noise carrying on after they stop doing wishy-washy-woo, you can then look at Giraffe and say, hey Giraffe, what are you doing? You made a funny noise with my washing machine. The way to get Giraffe to carry on turning the handle is very easy. As they're all shouting wishy-washy-woo, you go like this. You just lean over to Giraffe and say, don't stop, keep going. And 9.5 times out of 10, she will carry on turning that handle after they all stop saying wishy-washy-woo. So you do that again. After 3, everybody say wishy-washy-woo. 1, 2, 3. Wishy-washy. Don't stop, keep going. Woo. And you don't hear it at first. You say, what's that funny noise? You have no idea in your head what that noise is. Balloon, is that your bottom? No, it's not. What is that funny noise? And suddenly you catch it. But, hey, Giraffe, you made a funny noise with my washing machine. Let's see what Giraffe's done to my socks. Now, you lift the lid up. You don't really look inside. You don't really see, but you pretend you do, and you go, and you slam it down. So, let's see what Giraffe's done to my socks. Oh no! Look what Giraffe has done to my socks. Look! They're baby socks. I can't wear baby socks. Oh, sorry, Giraffe. Oh, sorry, Balloon. Let's try and make them big again. Now, if you don't put the energy into it, then it can be very flat. We talk about every trick having a score of out of 10 for how energetic and how much response there is from the children. And something like the breakaway wand is a 9.5 out of 10 trick. Everybody's going to shout. However, when you bring the socks out, it's funny, but it isn't off the scale funny, So you need to put the energy into it in order to get the children to laugh and shout much more. So don't do it like this. Giraffe, you made a funny noise in my washing machine. Let's see what Giraffe's done. Oh no, look what Giraffe's done to my socks. Oh, baby socks. Oh. Let's try again. You've lost so much energy, and that energy is obtained by blaming Giraffe. So, hey, Giraffe, you made a funny noise in my washing machine. Right, let's see what Giraffe's done to my socks. And when you look in, it needs to be the end of the world, what's happening. Oh no! Look what Giraffe's done to my socks. Look! They're baby socks. Oh, poor, I can't wear baby socks. Sorry, Giraffe. Not sorry, Balloon. Let's try again. After 3, wishy washy woo. 1, 2, 3. Wishy washy woo. Now you probably won't need to say Giraffe. Don't stop, keep going, because they've got the hang of it by now. But for a backup, you can. And then the funny noises again. Now, this time, so the first time when you catch a giraffe making a funny noise, you go, hey, Giraffe, you made a funny noise in my washing machine. The second time, you're going to get in their face, but you can do it like this. You're going to go, a slow stare. The third time you do it, it's going to be like this. And the fourth time you do it, it doesn't matter what you do, it's another one of those. So we're on the second time now, so you go, right. So it's the second time, so you go, right, let's see what Giraffe's done now. In your mind, there's now kind of a curiousness, because you don't, you're a bit scared of what was going to happen. You look in and you go, Giraffe has made them big. I knew she was going to go, high five, Giraffe. Very good, there we go. All back to being big. Thank goodness for, and as you don't finish the sentence and you see it, you open your eyes and you go, ah! Hey, they've got holes in them. Holy socks. A waft there and a waft there, but just twice like that. And then roll them up quickly. Don't hang around. We'll have to try again. After 3, wishy washy woo. 1, 2, 3. Wishy washy woo. Giraffe, you made that funny noise again. Ah, no more holes. Hooray for old Giraffe. I've got a better idea. This time, Balloon, you stay there. You can turn the handle. And Giraffe, you can wave a magic wand. After 3, wishy washy woo. 1, 2, 3. Wishy washy woo. Hey, you made that funny noise as well. Oh, wait a minute. Give Balloon and Giraffe a very big clap. They've mended them. Oh, they stink. Giraffe, did you put the washing powder in? Oh, don't worry, I'll do them when I get home. Now, just to talk you through the M bit, as you put them back into the washing machine saying, don't worry, I'll do them when I get home, use these fingers here to push the lid down again. So then the sock's back on top, ready for a reset. On that last reveal, wait a minute, give Balloon and Giraffe a very big clap. As they come out like that, you say, give them a big clap. Now you're going to put the socks into this hand, but you're going to hold the socks like that, which means you can still clap to create the noise for the children to copy. If you hold them like that, there's no noise, the children won't hear and they won't join in clapping. And then roll them up again. Did you put the washing powder in? Oh, don't worry, I'll do them when I get home. And then roll, let's say, right, Giraffe, you stand there, I'll make you a prize in a minute, and then roll this, I'll take the magic wand off of her. And then roll this over, and we go, Balloon, you stand right there, I'll make you a prize, and then you go into the balloon modelling.